God, or the Sentient Intelligent Entity, SIE, of metaphysical essence. And God created man in his own image and likeness. From this premise, it would be both reasonable and appropriate to use such a consideration as a basis for understanding our function and identity within the cosmos, and thereby to gain a deeper insight into God, or, for those who are not religious, into the Sentient Intelligent Entity, SIE, that is the creator of the universe. From a moral standpoint, the attempt to understand God should not be regarded as an act of defiance or a sin of pride, but rather as an obligation to know our Creator, our Father, or, in broader terms, the sentient intelligent entity responsible for the existence of the universe. Vital necessity. Accepting what has already been proposed, that God, or the entity that created the cosmos, possesses immense faculties of intelligence and sensitivity, it logically follows that there exists a vital necessity for the manifestation and actualization of such faculties. Otherwise, they would remain sterile, latent, or ineffective. This condition is equally applicable to human beings. If we do not exercise our own capacities and attributes, we become and perceive ourselves as ineffective or unfulfilled, often accompanied by feelings of dissatisfaction and insecurity. What, indeed, is a novelist who does not write, a painter who does not paint, or a farmer who neither sows nor harvests? Conversely, when such individuals fully and properly exercise their abilities, what constitutes their reward? More generally, if all of us were to make full use of our metaphysical capacities of intelligence and human sensitivity, what form of metaphysical or sentient reward would we obtain? By analogy, what metaphysical sentiments would arise from the full and proper exercise of the creative capacity of God, the sentient intelligent entity? In all likelihood, such expression would give rise to a profound sense of satisfaction or happiness derived from the effective use and manifestation of these faculties. Thus, we may define happiness as a deep sense of fulfillment arising from the manifestation and application of our metaphysical capacities, namely, the expression, realization, and active engagement of our faculties of intelligence and emotional sensitivity through creation in its most complete and refined form. In other words, happiness is the intimate metaphysical and sentient feeling produced by all creative work well accomplished. Accordingly, God, or the sentient intelligent entity of the universe, must experience happiness in the act of creating, manifesting, and actualizing its faculties through the creation of the universe. Likewise, we as human beings experience happiness when we produce meaningful and well-executed works and creations. The morally positive and the morally negative. Based on the foregoing perspective, we may understand that, in general, what is morally positive, and thus conducive to satisfaction and happiness, is any form of creative action or execution. Conversely, what is morally negative, and gives rise to dissatisfaction, sorrow, or unhappiness, is the absence of creativity or the destruction of what has been previously well created. This concludes a preliminary attempt to study human nature and, by analogy, to gain some understanding of that Creator God, or sentient intelligent entity, responsible for the cosmos. As we recognize, the path ahead in this line of inquiry is vast, yet it also promises to be profoundly rewarding for us as human beings. Thank you.